Welcome back to Computer Science 4303. Today we have a bit of an exciting lecture. We're right here, February 8th, and we are having the Tron tournament. So assignment number 1 was to write a AI to play the game of Tron. And so everyone tried their hardest at that. And today is the lecture in which I run the tournament live. So that's going to be really fun. So sit back. I'm not going to be learning anything today other than how well you did in the Tron tournament. And here is how the tournament is going to work. So, as you saw, if I just let me run the Tron really quickly. This game does not count for the tournament. It's just random names that I put in there. I just want to make sure it's full screened. Okay, so I'm glad I did this because I'm going to move the camera down. Let's put it in the middle somewhere. There we go. Nope, not down far enough. 1 second. All right, cool. So this is the Tron screen. It is, oh, that was an interesting match. Hopefully we see that one later. So Tron is up and running correctly, perfectly. All right. So as you can see, it's sort of a 4-person free-for-all Tron battle. And what I've done is I've done up a bunch of brackets here, and we're about to do the random selection. So I would love to be able to run like tens of thousands of games for you all to be sure of like who's the winner, but you know, you've got to just run as many games as you can run in a class. Maybe what I'll do later on is like write some sort of algorithm to run an actual like million-game tournament or something to see statistically who might be the winner. But this is the official class tournament is right now. So what the TA did, so the TA for the course went through all the assignments and ran them all and saw who worked, essentially, right? No, I don't like this. I'm going to put it down here. So went through all the assignments, found the ones that worked properly, didn't crash, etc., etc. And of the entire class, so you know there was, I don't know, 25 or so, the vast majority of people are actually in the competition. So I think we have exactly 20 groups competing in the competition. So since it's going to be 4-person free-for-all action, that means we have 5 groups of 4 people, right? So that doesn't exactly work out well for a bracket-style tournament. So what we're going to do is here, essentially, we have like round 1. So this would be the top 16. And the way we're going to do it is the top 2 scores from each match are going to move on to the next round. Okay? So for each game, for each 4 bots that are in the particular match, we're going to run 4 games, and we're going to switch around randomly the starting positions of the bots. So to give it more of like a fair shake, because some bot maybe, you know, in the bottom left, maybe it doesn't do well in the bottom left, so we'll switch them to the top right or something like that. So what we'll do, we'll have 4 group names here. This is the top 16. Just because of the way the number of groups worked out, we have to have one sort of play into the top 16, okay? So here there's like round 0. So 2 groups of 4 are going to play, and the top 2 from each of these groups are going to move into the top 16, okay? And so if we have 16 bots and half of them move on, then they're going to move on into round 2, and then we're going to have a final. And so there's going to be a finals winner, okay? Because there will be a final 4 bots. There'll be a finals 4v4 winner. And then all of the bots that make it to the final will also have a 1 versus 1 semifinal and then a 1 versus 1 final. So there'll be 2 winners. There'll be a 4-person free-for-all winner, and then there'll be, from the top 4, we'll have a 1 versus 1 battle, and there'll be a 1 versus 1 winner as well. So that's what I think is going to take up the whole lecture. Should be a good amount of time. The spreadsheet, I hope now, is a little bit obvious. So the way we're going to do the pairings is I'm going to take all of these names, which are currently in alphabetical order. I'm going to randomize that order. The top 4 are going to go here. The next 4 are going to go here. And then from there on, it's going to go here, 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 and here. Okay, so 3 of each will go in here. And then, like, for example, the first place from 0A, so 0A1 will go here, 0A2 will go here, 0B1 will go here, and 0B2 will go here. So hopefully it's obvious now what's going to happen. Okay, so I think this is sort of the most fair way to do it without running thousands and thousands and thousands of games. All right, so luckily, Google Docs has this thing built into it where I can just say data, randomize range. So when I hit randomize range, it'll randomize this data, and that'll be our pairings. Okay, so I don't know what this algorithm is, whether or not it's fair, but it's good enough. So let's just hit that. There we go. So we have these 4 teams, which I will copy into here. We have, let me actually cut them into there because I won't know who's missing. These 4 teams will go here. These 3 teams will go here. These 3 teams will go here. These 3 teams will go here. And these 3 teams will go here. All right. So we might have to make that a little bit wider. Okie doke. And I'm pretty anal about the formatting, so let me go back and add the borders back to this. I don't know why that happened, because it copies the formatting. That's right. Okay, here we go. So now we have our pairings for the tournament. So congratulations to the people in column I, because you don't have to battle to get into the top 16. All right, so here is our top 16. And what we will do is we will now run these matches. Okay, we'll have 4 games. And then the points from each game I'll just put into here. And you can see, like, if you have 34 points, it adds it to the total. And so it'll be ranked by the total after 4 games have been done. Okie doke. So over here, I have the config file for the environment. And we're going to go with the... Oh, this is not the current match. This is just, I was testing it earlier. So here we go. So I'm going to copy over here. Let me actually move this over like this for now. I will minimize the VS Code. And here we go. So this team, this team, this team, this team. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up these names for the second match. And so I'll put like this one here, this one here. It won't be like a true randomization, but it'll be good enough. So now I'll save this, and down here I can just click and the first match should be run. So these games are going to be pretty quick. So because in order to run this many games, I've got to be, you know, we may not run, may not be able to actually see sort of what's going on, but let's just run it. So here's the first game. Alrighty. So I can't do live commentary on this sort of. It's actually a really interesting match though. That was like, so from previous years, that is like one of the best matches I've seen, like in terms of total score. So let's put the score in here. So this team got 60, 464, 462, and 717. All right, cool. Now what I'm going to do is close this down. And let's move this one down here, this one up here, and then we'll just move this one here and this one here. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. We're going to just switch them around like this. So this is game number 2. So let's see if that same thing still happens. So it looks like this Leto Cumpstone team is doing pretty well. They're really filling out the space. Really well done there. Okay, so let's put in these scores from this match. So we have 803 right here. Please, trash talking in the chat is encouraged. Or if you don't mind saying who you are and you want to talk about what you did, that would be cool to talk about as well. All right, so we've got this team and Fowler 170. Okay, so we've got one team pretty far out in the lead in the first match. So let's go ahead and move these around again. So we'll just do this time. Alrighty. Game number 3. Here we go. So the winner so far has been in yellow. Oh, the red team is... This is an interesting match. Who's going to win this one? Oh, wow. That was super close. So it's not like there's a first and second place, really, because it's the points that matter overall. But that was a very, very close battle. That was really well done. So we've got 87 here. Sunwang 204. Sorry, you can't see me putting in the scores here because the game is still maximized, but that's okay. We've got 746 and 726. Oh, wow. So we had Fowler Trim actually won that one. Cool. So that's why we mix it up, right? Because you may not always win depending on where you started. All right. So let's move these around sort of randomly. See where we end up. Okie doke. And now we're going to run game 4. See how that works. So hopefully everyone sort of had fun with this assignment. This is going to be a really a closer match. Oh wow, Fowler Trim is going to really catch up on the points in this one. So that was cool. They sort of carved out a little portion of the map for themselves, and I think that may have secured them second place. So let's put in the scores here. 44. We have 123. We have 898. Wow, that was the highest score so far, and 620. All right, so we close this down, and now we can see the results from match number 1. We have Leto Cumpstone with 2866. So we're going to take this. That goes over here. And that's how that works. So we take the first place from this one, and they get into the top 16. And then 1B is 02A, or 0A2, which is Fowler Trim. So Fowler Trim gets put over here, and then we put back the... Okay, cool. So congratulations to Leto Cumpstone and Fowler Trim for winning the first sort of win-in match into the top 16. Now we have 4 new teams who are going to be competing in the same way. Here we go. Cool. So there we go. We have our 4 teams in the competition, and now we are going to run. So, do you think I should have it full screen like that? Okay, I'm just going to run one game. Should I have it like this so you can see me entering the scores, or should I continue to have it full screen? What do you think? Do you want it like this, or do you want it full screen? Current is better. Get a few opinions out there before I change everything up. Yeah, maybe it is nicer to just have it like this, hey? Full screen, full screen, full screen. All right, we're going back to full screen. Boom. Okay, so that was the first match for this one. So we have 106, 838, 106. Oh, wow, we had a tie between blue and red. And 938 for the green team. Yeah, that was crazy. Okay, so in all the matches I've ever done for this course, that is the most full that I've ever seen the screen. So congratulations to the teams in this one. That's easily by far the most full that I've ever seen. All right, so now we are going to switch things up again. Perfect. And match number 2. Here we go. Oh, yellow kind of worked itself into a corner there. Blue did really well, and red, I don't know, red's doing pretty well here. You can get a whole... That's... So it's interesting. Why did it do that? Instead of keeping going up and down, if the red team is here and you'd like to explain your algorithm, please let me know. So we had, okay, a lot of big numbers here. We had Chance 75. Share was 514. 187 and 1053. Wow. Red team here, no clue why we left that gap. Yeah, it's really interesting. That bar would be a rounding error we didn't account for. Oh, that's cool. I really like when people explain their stuff so that we can, like, talk about the strategies and stuff. Did you use some sort of BFS, or what sort of algorithm did you use? All right, here's game 3 of that matchup. This is even bigger than the Super Bowl. Who cares about the Super Bowl? All right, here we go. Game number 3. Green out to a nice start. Looks like green might take this one. Oh no, green, what are you doing? You had all the space. All right, so let's go back. Let's see here. So this team had 275, then 532, then 176, and 619. Okie dokie. So we've got two teams kind of out in front here. It would be a miracle if one of them didn't move on, but we're still going to switch things up. So here we go. Let's put this here, and this here, and this here. Perfect. So let's start again, and this will be the final round of this match. Oh, green got trapped early. Yellow and red, or yellow and blue kind of had a little collision there. And red taking it pretty handily on that one. All right, so Shams, we have 181. Shire is 296. 709. 709, that's the Newfoundland area code. And Riggs had 308. Cool. So this is the final standing for this group, which was the play-in for the top 16. And please don't feel bad about not getting in, right? This is not necessarily a ton of extra marks or anything like that. This is just, you know, some people, I'm sure, spent a lot of time trying to optimize their stuff. So the first place team from this round is Riggs Davis Abraham. So we will put them in there. And then put the... oh, don't need to do that. And then we have Shire Alram Lowe. Here we go. Alram Lowe. Okay. So that is the 0 round finished. And now we have our top 16. So this is the top 16, and we will start running those matches. Okay. So let's just start from the top, shall we? Here we go. So I'm going to copy these names over. Good luck to everyone in the rest of the competition. All right. So first game of the first round of the top 16. So the green team ended up winning the 0 round. Oh, and look, they're doing quite well again. Oh, wow. That was pretty impressive, filling out all that. That's really cool. All right. So Leto Cumpstone doing very well after their victory in the 0 round. So let me just put in the scores here. We had 305. We have 314. We have 388. Wow, this is close. And 740. So really good first round for green. Let's switch these up a bit now. All right, sorry if my keyboard clicks are a little bit loud, but that's all you can do. And let's run game number 2. Oh, this is cool. So green member here, the algorithm prioritizes the longest straight and uses BFS to tiebreak when it has to pick between 2 directions. I think the BFS might be broken though. Well, you're doing pretty well, so I don't know if it's broken. All right, here we go. Oh, green did the best of a bad situation there. Oh, wow, look at yellow. This is huge for yellow. This is a really cool, like, wall following algorithm here. This is going to be tough to beat. This might be a new record on the day. I'm going to give another award to the game with the single highest score. Okay, so that may be hard to beat. All right, so 1233. Wow. That's a big one. Okay, so we had 246, 204, 1233. Wow. And 277. So that makes things a lot closer in terms of score. And I'm going to highlight this one right here in yellow as the current highest score for a given game. Okay, so that's the current highest score for any game. And maybe I'll also do a highest total for any match. Okay, so let's do that. So here we go. So game number 3, let me move these around again. I want to give as many awards as possible, right? I want people to get awards if they can. All right, so this is game number 3. Let's go. Oh, blue, no, what'd you do? Oh, yellow is off to a good one here. Oh wow, just short of the longest ever. So let me put these scores in. So we have 292, 540, 56. That was unfortunate for red. What happened to red up there? Got trapped. 3 people just came over and said, no, you can't do anything. And 1171. Wow. Okay, so we'll just mix things up again for the last round. Yeah, they're looking pretty good. After the round of 16 finishes, and we have 8 left, I'm going to do a poll, and we're going to see who the crowd favorite is. Oh, wow, that was a bloodbath. Nobody got anything that fight. That was a really, really close one. So you can see just how important starting position is, right? Like, that was crazy how different that was from the other matches. But we're only going to play 4 each. So we have 188. Then we have 452. Then we have 413. And then 508. Cool. So no new record on the total this time. But we do have... so Leto Cumpstone here. So this is 1A1, so that team is going to go here. And then we have 1A2 as Burma, so 1A2 is going to go down here. And I also tried to organize the matches so that they, like 2 teams didn't play each other again really quickly. So that's what I tried to do here. All right, let me fix these titles. Perfect. Alrighty. Tough to play against Leto in early groups, just makes it a fight for second. Yeah, so that's the thing. With random pairings, like, even if you were one of these teams, like, you know, Shems Ulzaman may have won the whole thing if they didn't go up against Riggs David Abraham first, right? So I know that this isn't, like, statistically significant results, but, you know, it's kind of exciting, right? Like, the team who wins the Super Bowl isn't necessarily the better team. They just happen to win on that day, right? So there's nothing to feel bad about here. All right, so no new overall record. Someone says I don't need to keep fixing borders. Control-Shift-V will pace without format. Okay, yeah, I can also just... Let's see here. Paste special values only. Okay, thank you. I'll keep that in mind for the future. So we have the next match, Group 1B. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So Fowler Trim was the team that did well in the first match. So let's see how well they do again. Here we go. Match number 1, or yeah. Ooh. So Fowler Trim doing really well again. May have been able to set a new record if they didn't have that big area up here, but that's fine. They won the round, so that's all that matters. So we have 171, 223, 354, and 755. So Fowler Trim looking good again. Let's move these around. So here we go. Try and do the same sort of algorithm every time. Okay. Run it again. Game number 2. Fowler Trim in the red. Uh-oh. Green is going to have a field day with this one. Could we have a new record? The record, what is the record? The record is 1233. If anything could do it, it could be this one. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Wow. Huge new record. Huge new record. Congratulations to Mabina Rumjan Singh. Sorry, I have not seen that name before, or I've not pronounced that name before. That's the thing with teaching online, is you don't get to like talk to students and say their names. So here we go. We have 1424. I don't know if we'll ever beat that one. Then 238. Then 91 and 366. Wow. Crazy. So let me go up here. So this is the new record. So we'll put that in gold. And unfortunately, this is going to go back to white. All right. So Barama lost the record for now, but we'll see what happens in the future. Okie doke. So game number 3. Yep. Here we go. Let's move these around. There we go. Sort of randomize those. And game number 3. Here we go. Oh, no new record this time, but we've got yellow filling in and blue filling in. It looks like blue's going to have more space. Yeah, blue just happened to have more space on that one. Okay, so 8. Here, I'm going to put in these values. We've got 860, so another win. And who's the next team? 269, then 207, and 734. Okay, so we've got 2 teams kind of running away with this one. I think that's the general trend. If teams are doing well, it's kind of hard to catch up. But that's okay. Let's just randomize these a little bit. The funny thing is with my randomization, there's no real rhyme or reason to it, so I may end up like putting people back where they were, so I apologize for that, but that's all you can do. I'm human. Here we go. Game number 4. Fowler Trim looking like a big score on this one. If you can carve out that area for yourself at the beginning, super powerful. 1225. Wow, well done. Would have almost been a new record if a new record didn't just get set. So Mabina, wow. So the team that just set a new record had the lowest one on this one, right? So it's anyone's game here. 416, 1225. Oh, that's the wrong team. 117, and Fowler Trim with the 1225. Wow. So Fowler Trim just set a new total record, beating Riggs Davis Abraham for their total record from before. So that is our new record holder for total points for a match. All right, here we go. So we now have, let's see here, 1B2. So this is 1B. Second place is Mabina. Let's make that a little bit wider. And then 1B1 was Fowler Trim. And now I Control-Shift-V to place the values only. Perfect. Thank you for that. Okay. Cool. So now we have group 1C that we're going to do. So let's take these. We have price. And here we go. Penny. And Riggs Davis Abraham. So Riggs Davis Abraham were the winner in group 0. So let's see how they do in this one. Match 1C. Uh-oh! We got someone being a little bit slow. It's Asif. I can tell because I specifically put in code to like print out who was about to take a turn. And that's Asif. So it looked like it was under the half second. Okay, so that's fine. I'm not going to DQ anyone for that. So Price had 406, but that was a close match. 406, we have 165. Sing Penny 378 and Riggs 677. So Riggs looking good again. All right, let's switch these around. Starting off well, yep. Here we go. Yeah, so Asif Fan is the one that's slowing things down a little bit, but that's okay. They're still within the half a second time limit that I placed. I'm not officially timing that, but just sort of like seeing it. This is cool. This is pretty cool. So green and red both having similar strategies of like not filling out an area, but going around in a bit of a spiral. That's hilarious. I love seeing new things happen. So here we have Price 372, Asif 227, we have Sing Penny 352, and Riggs at 474. So we've got a real battle for second place here. It's not a complete blowout yet, and it's still anyone's game. As you saw, there can be some huge matches here. So Sing Penny and Price currently battling it out for second place. So let's move these around. I'm going to move this one here, and this one here. Perfect. Boom. Next round. It's kind of cool seeing it a little bit slower. Asif slowing things down a little bit. Still, I'd say that's still within the time limit. Oh, Riggs. Riggs going to pull away with this one. But it's still so close for second place. This is going to be crazy. No new record going to be set here, I don't think. But we will wait for the final score. There we go. That was a really cool filling algorithm. I liked that. Let's put in the scores here. So Price 163. Asif 163. Oh, wow. Exact same score. Sing Penny 73. And 1023. Nicely done by Riggs. All right. Here we go. So Price is looking to beat Sing Penny. Or Sing Penny needs to beat by 150. You could try moving the players down one. That way every player can start from every position. Yeah, but it also keeps rotational symmetry, right? And so people will always start like one to the left of each other or something like that. But so I don't want to always do that. I want to mix it up so like people switch corners or whatever. So I want to keep it kind of random. I don't want to have a set pattern to it. All right, but that's a good idea. All right, so here we go. Game number 4. This is the decider. Oh wow, this is gonna be close. Oh, I think Price may have it though. Let's start putting in the scores. Obviously, I think Riggs is gonna take this one. So Price 324, Asif 137, Sing 166, and Riggs 1061. Boom. Alrighty, so let's look at this. We got a new total record. Riggs takes back the record after Fowler Trim just took it. So let's mark them gold. So that's a new record total score for Riggs, Davis, Abraham. And I think that what's going to happen going forward is that these records are probably not going to be broken, right? Because you're also playing against stronger teams as you move on. So these records, I don't think we'll ever see this record broken. And this one may be difficult to break. So let's fill in the teams. So we got 1C2, which was Price, and 1C1, which was Riggs. All right, so we're almost to the top 8. We have 4 teams left, so let's play Group 1D. Swain, Coffee, and Shire. Here we go. So, boom. Group 1D. Oh no, Swain, what did you do? Oh, blue came right for you. I don't want to give an award for the lowest score, but that's unfortunate. Okay. So that was that's gonna be hard to come back from. So let's see here. We got Borden with a great score, 937. Swain, unfortunately, with 4. Coffee with 458. And Shire with 539. All right. So let's do that idea of moving everyone down by 1 to start this one. We're not going to do it every time, but, you know, we'll incorporate some crowd suggestions. There we go. That was an easy copy and paste job. Game number 2. I'm not sure what happened there. How did they die? Did they move back into themselves? I think Swain may be a little bit buggy. Giving the others a bit more room to breathe. Yeah. So Swain may or may not be getting full marks for this assignment, but we'll see. Okay. We'll see how it goes. Maybe it was just bad luck with the pairings. So Shire or Borden, we have 640. Swain 16, Coffee 603, and Shire 529. Boom. Wow. This is the closest match so far between Coffee and Shire, separated by 7. 7. Crazy. All right. So let's switch these two. And then we'll switch these two. Perfect. All right. Let's go with a new one. Round number 3. All right, so Swain back down here. I guess something a little off with their algorithm. That's all right. We still got 3 fierce competitors here. So we have another 4 there. Borden 493, Coffee 432, Shire 301. All right, still a very close match for second place. Yeah, Swain doesn't like bottom right. That's all you can do. Where's Borden going to go? Let's put Borden here. All right. So let's try it again. Boom. Swain doesn't like the bottom. What can you do? Oh, this is a heated match. Coffee and Shire. These are the 2 teams battling for second place right now. Wow. That was such a close fight. That was crazy. All right. So let's not try and be too hard on Swain. They tried their best. Just probably a bug in there somewhere, you know, missing semicolon, something like that. So Borden 314, Swain 4, Coffee 724, and Shire 715. Wow, what a close fight. That was incredibly close. Look at this. Borden squeaks by 100, 150, and then Coffee by 150. So that is the closest fight that we've seen so far. May have been by the extra space left over from one player not doing so well, but that's okay. We've got 1D2, who is Coffee Bangery, and 1D1, which is Borden. All right, so we're gonna take a little break, and we're gonna do a poll of the top 8. Oh no, who will win? Responses. I can't add additional responses. Give me a second here. We'll give a 2-minute vote. So I'm going to take the top 4 scores from the top 8 because this only gives me 5 boxes. So Let me just try this. So the top 4 scores were Riggs, Davis, Abraham. We had Fowler, Trim, Leto, Pumpstone, Borden, and I've got a fifth row here, so we'll put in number 5, which is this one. Start poll. All right, so we've got a poll up for 2 minutes. Let's take a little bit of a break. We'll give the athletes some time to recover while everyone votes for their favorite bot. So yeah, for anyone who's here that's not in the class, this is so assignment 1 in the class was to write this algorithm for Tron AI. So players are given the board and they're given their current position, and they basically have to decide which direction do they want to turn, and that's it. And that's the entire assignment. And so people, as long as their stuff is working, they'll get the vast majority of the marks. And coming in the top 8 of the competition is also a little bit of marks. So congratulations to these teams for doing really well so far. All right. Here we go. We've got a tie currently. Oh, so the voting is very, very close. We've got some crowd favorites, I think. Recency bias against Leto, probably. Yeah, they had a pretty dominating performance. So, yeah. The biggest victory margin so far was Riggs. The most wins is Riggs and Leto. So I think Riggs and Leto are doing pretty well, but they're both in this bracket now, right? So we'll see how they do against each other. We're almost done with the poll. You've got like 5 seconds left to vote. All right, so that's the result of the poll. People think that Riggs is going to win. Let's see if that comes true. Our algorithms are nicely rested now. So I'm going to do 2B first because I think the favorites have kind of been put up here. So that's maybe the more exciting match. So we'll leave that one and we'll do 2B before we do 2A. So let's do that. Okay, Price and then Borden. All right, so 2B match is currently happening. This one right here. Here we go. Game number 1. Top 8. Winner moves on to the semifinals. The finals, I guess. This is the semifinals. Oh, wow. By 4. So now we've got some tighter competition, right? So these scores aren't going to be as high. So we have 497, 220, 536, and 532. Very, very close. Like by far the closest so far. Look at these scores. This is crazy. All right, so let's move everyone down by 1. All right. Here we go. Game number 2. Oh, Green, Price got boxed in. Fowler got boxed in. Borden and Brahma with the huge, huge point get on that one. So here we go. We have Brahma 782. Fowler Trim with the uncharacteristically low score there at 193. And Borden with the 618. But it's still anyone's game. Don't worry. Okay. So close that one. Let's just move everyone down by 1 again. That was a good suggestion, so we'll do it once more. Okay. Game number 3. Here we go. Fowler Trim looking to pick up some points. Got a little box for himself. That's good. That's a good comeback. That's a good comeback there. All right. So Price taking that one. That was a low-scoring game. Lots of PvP action going on here. Brahma with the 192. Fowler Trim with the 364. Price with the 418. And Borden with the 228. Wow, this is very close. This is still a very close match. Okay. So let's switch this and this. And then we'll switch this and this. Let me make sure I didn't put it back to the starting conditions. I absolutely did. That's hilarious. So I'll switch these two. And I'll switch these two. There we go. That looks like a more fair final match. Here we go. Final round of the first semifinal match. Go. Price looking good here. Wow, that was a pretty close one. Let's see who does it. I like how the scores are hidden until the reveal. That's actually pretty cool that you can see that. So Barometer 532, Fowler Trim 372, Price 468, Borden 432. Boom. Who do we have? Who do we have? Congratulations to Barama, who wasn't even on the voting list, for making it to the first team to the finals. So congratulations. So that's 2B1. And in second, we had Borden. So Borden is 2B2. Look at that. So we have our first two coming from the semifinals. And now we have three of the top scoring bots in the one semifinal match. So this is going to be very interesting. So we have Leto, Labina, Riggs, and Coffee. Boom. All right. Here we go. First round. Uh-oh. I didn't... Oh, there we go. That was my fault. Whew. People sweating out there. Afraid of a crash. I just didn't have a space between the two things. Here we go. Coffee got boxed in. Oh, wow. Look at this equal matching. This is crazy, dude. That was exciting. That was exciting. All right. So we have 575, 577, Riggs coming out on top by a little bit. We have a hugely close match here. Very close. Let's move down by one. There we go. Game number 2. Let's see if it's that close again. Oh, green almost boxed itself in. Wow, this is insane. This is insane. This is going to be so close. Oh, this is so awesome. This is the closest match I've ever seen. Okay. We've got Leto 440. Mabina 667. Riggs. Ooh, Riggs. What are you doing, Riggs? You were the crowd favorite. You were the chosen one. Coffee with 468. Wow. Close match. Close match. These bots were programmed in C++. I'm going to move Coffee down here. All right. Here we go. Game number 3. Red and green. That's amazing. Just butting heads. Have you ever seen it this filled out before? Every pixel. Every single pixel. Coffee with the win. Coming back from behind. This is nuts. I don't know if you're getting as hyped as I am, but this is crazy. I've never seen a match this close. 493 for Leto. Mabina had 378. Riggs with 389. And Coffee with 651. You will not believe how close these scores are. Look at this going into the final match. Like, literally anyone can win this. Anyone. It's the top two. That's That's insane. Like separated by like 300 from first to fourth. All right, well, we'll keep going with the algorithm where we move them down by 1. I think that was a good suggestion. Makes me think less. Here we go. All comes down to this. The random pairings. Let's go. Oh no, Coffee! Coffee got sniped by Riggs in the last match. Coffee was on the comeback too, but it's anyone's game still. Oh my god. I have no idea. I have no idea who's winning this yet. Someone asked what type of algorithms are used, so you can type !course and go to the schedule, and you can see the lecture where I explain this entire thing. So let's put in the scores. Leto, 717. Mabina, 717. Wow, a tie. Riggs, 652. Coffee with 75. All right, here we have it. By far, the closest result yet. Game number 3, pushing Riggs into 3rd place, won't be in the finals, was the crowd favorite, but when you go up against the tougher competition, anything can happen. So that was a bit of a shocker to me. We have Mabina in 2A1. Congratulations. And 2A2 was Leto. We have our finals. Now, yes, we have, you know, if Riggs had been down here in 1D or something like that instead of 1C, that may have been a different case, but that's the way the pairings went. So it was equally equal for everybody. All right. So now we have the finals, and based on how the finals go, we're going to have a 1 versus 1 finals as well. Okay, so we'll have a winner. So we have 2 winners so far. We have the highest total score, or the highest score for a single match, which was Mabina. The highest score for total for a whole match was Riggs. And now we have the finals, so there'll be the winner of the finals, and then there'll be 2 1v1 semifinals, and then a 1v1 finals as well. Okay, so let's get on with the finals. Wow. Congratulations to everyone who made it to the finals so far. That was very exciting. Okay. Here we go. Finals. Game number 1. Go. All the marbles. Oh, wow. Red and yellow and green, just like we... This is so crazy. What are the strategies? What is the filling algorithm from Burma? It's so unpredictable. Wow, Burma with the first win from the finals. I'm telling you, man, you got to do it when it counts. So Mabina with the 227, Leto with the 283, Barama with the 702, and Borden with the 667. So everyone had this like this Leto and Riggs, but you know, you face these unpredictable bots, you don't know what's happening. Anyone's game. That's all I can say. Practice your whole life for the Olympics and then you trip on the starting line, you know. It can happen sometimes. I'm just joking around. All right. Here we go. Game number 2 of the finals. Bam. I love those squiggly starts. It makes it so hard to fill out the map. But it also has the possibility of ending things very quickly, which we are seeing here. This is a huge shift. Huge shift in the scores. Mabina with the 634. Leto with the 634. They tied again. What, did they run into each other? That's crazy. Burama with the 88 and Borden with the 151. Oh my god, look at these scores. It's even closer than the last game. That's crazy. Closer than the last game. I love it when the finals are close. Burama, here we go. Game number 3 of the finals. closest match I've ever seen. Let's do it. I can't even comment on this. There's just so much going on. All 4 bots are so close. Mabina with a good round that time. Everyone over 400. That's crazy, dude. All right, 562. Leto with the 396. Barama with the 404. Score not found. Borden with the 431. Dude, this is crazy. Mabina has a 100 lead going into the final match of the finals. So let's see how it does. Mabina, are you out there? Can you say anything about what you're doing? You've got the lead going in so far. It all comes down to this click. Okay? The 4v4, not 4v4, but 4-person free-for-all. Yes. Twitch chat press confirmed. So every bot can see the whole board, yes. There's no deep learning. There's no anything going on. Okay, so we have someone in the chat called Jay Mabina. I can assume that they're not just a fan. That is who it is. So here we go. Final game. Mabina needs to... Oh, Barama, no! You just ran right into Borden. Mabina's still going. Blue's still going. Oh, okay. Well, we know who's winning this one. That was really, really well done. Borden and Mabina battling it out there. So let's see. Let's put in the scores. We have 9-27. Excellent, excellent match in the finals. 74, 49, and 556. All right. So we have our results. So I'm going to put down here for F4 FFA results down here. We've got first place, second place, third place. More stressful to watch than to code. I know, it's crazy, isn't it, how stressful these things can be. But congratulations to Mabina for the very, very well-deserved win. First place. Second place, let me just copy and Control-Shift-V. We have Borden, who wasn't even in the vote for the favorite, but ends up coming in second overall, and then Leto Cumpstone coming in third, and I will put fourth here as well. Why not? And we have Barama in fourth. Okay. So that's the 4-person free-for-all results. First, second, third, fourth. This will live in this spreadsheet forever. I will never delete it. So congratulations. And now we're going to take those results, and this is not necessarily more important, right? The 1 versus 1 is not more important than the 4 versus 4, but we had to finish the 4 versus 4 to get the pairings for the semifinals, okay? So first place, Mabina goes here. Oh, no, what am I doing? Goes here. Final fourth place, who was Barama, goes here. Finals second place, who was Borden, goes here. And that would leave Leto for right here. All right. So we're going to do the same thing, except this is 1v1. So we're going to be 3-3, 63, 32. Okay. Here is the first match versus Mabina and Barama. All right, so they should be starting opposite. I'm going to, if this match, it's 3-3 and 60-32. So this should be opposite corners. So just as this is the most space possible. So we're going to do opposite corners. Then I'm going to flip the opposite corners. And then I'm going to do one on the side and one on the top. Let's just try that. Okay. Here we go. Let's go. First game of the finals. Oh! Destroyed. Oh my god. Okay. let's make the finals wins or losses. Okay? This is not counted in the max score for a round because there's fewer players. So we're going to make the 1 versus 1s are going to be wins or losses instead of score. Okay? Because I think that is like, it's literally impossible to come back from that. Right? So the finals is going to be games won versus games lost. All right. So we have Barama winning the first match. So that's what we're going to do here. All right. Yeah, you're not allowed to stream murders on stream. Okay. Yeah. So obviously the 1v1s, they have so much space to work with. They're going to be setting all of these records. So the 4v4 records are not going to be touched, right? But that's 1 win. And if we get to 4 and it's tied, then like, so it's the first player to 3, essentially, right? So first player to 3 is going to win this match. All right. So let's switch the positions. Oops. So we're going to switch the positions and see if the same thing happens. 3, 2, well, I don't know why I'm counting down their AIs. Anyway, here we go. Switched positions. Oh, wow. Barama is the 1v1 master, it appears. What is going on? All right, so Barama got that W as well. Now what we're going to do is we are going to put them both on the top. All right, so we're going to have one on the top and the other one straight across from it. So we'll see if that changes things a little bit. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Barama, what did you do? You're a slayer. Just goes right after them. That's amazing. Like, and like you can see how different it is in 1v1 versus 2v2, right? So there we go. Barama taking the 3-0 victory against the 4v4 winner. Congratulations, that's huge. So we're going to go back to 32 here now. Now we're going to have Borden and Leto. But before we do that, we have to copy the winner of the first semifinal down into the finals match. That was a slaughter. All right, here we go. Match number 1 of the 1v1 final semifinals number 2. Oh, very similar strategies to start. Wow, this is like very, very similar algorithms, you can tell. Oh, so Leto with the win on that one. Congratulations to Leto. That was far closer than the other ones. So Leto with the first victory. All right, now I'm going to switch their positions. Here we go. Game number 2. Positions are switched. Algorithms very similar, as we can see. But who will take it based on the switched positions this time? Leto looking like it has a little bit more room. Oh, Borden with the comeback. Amazing. Love to see it. All right, game number 2 goes to Borden. Oh, that's so cool. I love to see that. All right, now we're going to go with both on top. All right, both on top to see how they work. 3, 2, 1. This is really cool to see. Like, they obviously have very, very similar algorithms. Oh no, Leto, you're boxed in. Oh, Borden boxes it in, coming back the reverse. Borden, congratulations. And now we're going to go with 2 on the side. So this will be 32. That's there. That's on the bottom. So I want... There we go. So I want 2 on the side now. So they're going to start even closer together. All right. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. So close. Borden, the PvP master. Wow. Congratulations. Score doesn't matter. We can stop that. Borden moves on to the 1v1 finals. There we go. So the 1v1 finals, we now have Barama versus Borden. Barama with the absolutely murderous performance in game number 1. Let's see how well it does against its new. All right, here we go. Who do you think's going to win? Game number 1. Barama ended it pretty quick in the first one. I'm excited to see how it does against this algorithm. Barama Borden, 1v1 finals, game number 1. Barama's just chasing, but Borden got out. Oh no, Borden, you had it. You just needed to turn around. Smells blood, that's correct. Barama with the win. Barama takes game number 1. Switch those positions. Borden lasted the longest against it, though. Game number 2, positions are switched. Let's see if the result is any different. Oh, they're kind of carving out their own. Oh, my God, Barama. Just going for the jugular. Crazy 1v1 strats. I don't know. I think we have... Well, I'm not going to say anything. Could reverse sweep here. We're going to put them both on top. Everyone else just trying to carve out their own portion of the world, but Barama says, listen, I can get more than you if I just murder you in cold blood. All right, here's possibly the last game. Both are going to be on top. Let's see what happens. What do you say? What do you say? This is vicious killer. That was nuts. I want to see what would happen if we put them both on the side. Like this is really cool. I want to see if we put them both on the side, what would have happened. Here we go. Game number 4. Well, I mean, if you put them closer, it's just going to destroy even faster, right? So, congratulations to Barama for the decisive 1 versus 1 victory. We got, yeah, Savage bot. All right, here we go. So I'm going to copy this down. This is the 1v1 results. And we have Barama absolutely murdering everybody. And I'm going to put this in red. Just because they're a murderer. Stay away from Barama. Congratulations to everyone, though, for competing in this. Really, really fun. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and write some code that could pair everyone up and like run games without the user interface, just to run like a true like round robin tournament of all the bots and see who is like against everyone in every possible combination who actually won everything. So, but that's not the official results. These are the official results for the class competition. So again, congratulations to Mabina and to Barama. And that was really fun. And I always have a lot of fun doing this. Assignment 2 is not a like a direct head-to-head competition, but we will be assignment 2, whoever's code runs the fastest will be similarly praised by the entire class for having the fastest code. So that's more of a single agent problem, but this is really cool, and I'm glad that people are having fun and learning C++ and game AI. So that's it for this lecture. Thank you so much for tuning in, and especially to the people who wrote the bots that made today possible. Someone asked, is this all the AIs that were submitted? Yes, so these are the AIs that were submitted and worked, as in didn't crash when they ran. There were 2 or 3 submissions that didn't make it into the competition because of that. Great. Congratulations again to the winners, and I'll see you in the next lecture.